The Epstein list is now closed. After months of Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi and Trump's FBI Director Kash Patel has said they were reviewing the files for months, they announced that there is no client list. And maybe they're right. It's not like we were told there are Epstein files by them in the first place.
And one of the things that you alluded to, and this is something Donald Trump has talked about, the DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that.
So what? They said there's no client list. We should believe our government. The same way we should believe they said artificial sweeteners were safe, WMDs were in Iraq, and Jake Paul's fights are as real as Kylie Jenner's nose. All those are true. Pull that picture down. Even President Trump said the files existed.
But a lot of big people went to that island. But fortunately, I was not one of them.
It's just very strange for a lot of people that the list of clients that went to the island has not been made public.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? Probably will be, by the way. Probably.
So if you're able to, you'll be...
Yeah, I'd certainly take a look at it.
And why would Trump now want these hidden? It's not like Trump even knew Epstein. Your conservative uncle's gonna have a rough week. And in a very quick pivot, Trump has announced the FBI can go back to the basics, and that corrupt leadership has been keeping them from doing their jobs. I think that corruption is in the room with us right now.
I don't frankly have time for total political correctness, and this country doesn't have time either.
You sure had a lot of time partying with Epstein. The Trump administration and his cabinet ran on how they would release the list and this would expose the politicians on it. We even got influencers taking selfies with the phase 1 of the files. This is like the movie District 9. We all wanted a second one, but we never got it. And where are those influencers now, you're probably asking? Posting iconic photos of Trump watching fireworks. God, those selfies were stupid. But if there is no Epstein client list, the is Ghislaine Maxwell in jail for? Did she just magically appear there? Is this the female version of Prison Break? We all know how female sequels go. No one watched that Ocean's movie. The Trump administration is claimed to be the most transparent administration in history. They keep saying that. The same way I keep telling my wife I'm going to quit nicotine. So they released some footage in regards to the night Epstein Control-Alt-Deleted himself. The video shows the prison cell, but it's missing an entire minute of footage. It just skips a whole minute. And being the greatest journalist on the internet, I have discovered the missing minute. Here it is. Alright, I'm kidding, but until we see that minute, that is the truth. There's also images of the prison cell that were released. The left being a screenshot of the surveillance cameras, which we were told weren't working a couple years ago. Let's just forget about that. And the one on the right is an image of his prison cell. At least we were told. Those are two different cells! AI has gotten so good. We have Bigfoot doing vlogs. And you're telling me they couldn't even generate a similar looking cell? Do they think we're stupid enough to believe that Trump was now not involved with Epstein? Well, I guess some don't believe it. And yesterday, Trump was asked about Jeffrey Epstein.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're...
Your cabinet talked about him. There are videos of you partying together. This is one of the biggest possible intelligence honeypots discovered in history. We still talk about Harambe. Of course we're still talking about this. Now, why would Trump cover this up, you're asking? Well, Epstein's ties point to Mossad, Israel's version of the CIA. So the only thing that would make this an obvious cover-up is if Israel rewarded him. And good thing, that hasn't happened. Trump would never accept a gift.
The president has already realized great opportunities. He forged the Abraham Accords. He's forging peace as we speak in one country and one region after the other. So I want to present to you, Mr. President, the letter I sent to the Nobel Prize Committee. It's nominating you for the Peace Prize, which is well deserved. And you should get it.
Thank you very much. This I didn't know. Wow. Thank you very much. Coming from you in particular, this is very meaningful. Thank you very much, baby.
A Nobel Peace Prize? For what? Keeping all these politicians at peace from going to prison because he swept the Epstein list away like I sweep ice cubes when I drop them under the fridge? They disappear. They do. They just disappear. The Trump administration is having a hard week. The only thing that can make this worse is like a natural disaster that happened, and they didn't have enough people on staff in weather agencies to predict and send out warnings because of all their DOGE cuts. Oh, over the weekend, Texas has experienced mass flooding, and tragically, the unalive count is now over 100 people. It's extremely sad. And politicians have been blamed for not warning the residents enough, which is ridiculous. It's not like a man took a chainsaw to the funding of agencies that monitor the weather. Oh, they did exactly that. So, where were politicians during this? Vacation. Senator Ted Cruz was vacationing in Europe while the floods happened. I know what you're saying. Why is a senator taking a vacation in a time of need? Well, he has to go to the beach to see his family. Every time this man takes a vacation, just get out of Texas. This is the second time this happened. And since he's been back, he's been helping a lot.
One of the things that's predictable is that you see some people engaging in, I think, partisan games and trying to blame their political opponents for a natural disaster. And I think this is not a time for partisan finger pointing and attacks.
He's right. We need to come together and not blame anyone for this.
If you look at back when you had the horrific hurricane damage in North Carolina, we saw the Biden administration politicizing FEMA.
Are you investigating whether some of the cuts to the federal government left key vacancies at the National Weather Service or in the emergency coordination?
No, they did not. They did. I'll tell you, if you look at that what a situation that all is, and that was really the Biden setup. That was not our setup.
Well, that lasted longer than Ted's Euro summer. Elon Musk is starting a new political party, and we have the requirements to join. You must have at least 7 kids with 3 different baby mamas. Your votes will be counted by cringy memes. And we just got the last one in. You must fake all of your video game streams. That's a weird one, but okay. The party is called the America Party, and this is a response to Trump's big, beautiful bill being passed and increasing the country's spending deficit. And I'm sure this party will be a rocket ship and take off. Elon fanboys are not going to like that one. Now, American politics have historically favored 2 political parties, but Elon understands this. Basically, this would take votes away from both parties, which could offset the Republican majority in the House, making passing Trump's bills harder and making passing the 3 baby mama boom bill easier. I don't know why I wrote that. And it's gaining some steam. They have their token lesbian joining. What? You're telling me that's not Rachel Maddow? And most people don't think this will work, but the last time a businessman joined a political party, everyone laughed at him. Oh, this might work.